And we are live. Welcome, everyone, to the March live stream. We're going to be talking about some product releases. We're also going to be talking about some events, including a live in-person event in Chicago. So stay tuned for that. So to begin with, let's talk about some of the releases. So on the Tridion site side of things, we're really happy to be releasing Tridion sites 10.1.3. And thank you. But actually, I should say in 4 weeks. So in 4 weeks, it's going to be released. But I'm so excited about it because I was playing around with it yesterday. And one of the amazing things with it is that it does have an MCP server, which means
Nice.
you load up Cloud Desktop, you're going to be interacting with like the API. It's absolutely incredible. Some of the things that you could do are so fun. And in fact, I just had a couple of things which I asked, like, hey, show me all the publications in French. Boom, boom, boom. It comes out. Like, it's going to make interacting with a product completely different. So really excited for this release. Now, the 10.1.3 release is just going to be an early release for everybody to get their hands dirty a little bit. We don't anticipate that people will be, rolling this out into big production quite yet. We're going to be waiting until the December release when people really, put it into production, make it part of their daily routines, etc. But this initial release is just for organizations to get started, and certainly, like, if there's some things which might not work, etc., that time period between the 10.1.3 release and the 10.5 release is a great time to like reach out on the community, reach out directly, so we can make some improvement.
Kick the tires, make sure it's all like,
well,
all
exactly.
working.
Exactly.
It's like, but there might be innovative things like, people might think of like, oh, why don't you do this? And like, it's a chance for us to like, integrate that.
Well, exactly. And since it's MCP, like there's some really interesting use cases. And I'm going to try out this use case of connecting both Tridion sites and Figma together via MCP and seeing what the results are going to be. So this is a sort of mad scientist experimentation phase that we're getting into. So we've got some release for Tridion docs. Deepo, you want to take it away on that?
Yeah, 15.2.1 is out, and like it's a minor release, but there's some like great stuff in there. Draft Companion got an upgrade. We're now up to I think it's Claude Sonnet 4.5, and it's like basically deeper reasoning. Everyone knows what the model does. It's a more capable to use. So you're going to be getting faster answers, better answers, fewer retries, and not you can have a little bit more confidence in like AI assistance inside of Tridion docs. Review space got like little update to display conditional content optionally. Organized space got translation job improvements, so there's a full screen wizard option. It's basically less admin, fewer mistakes, and a faster throughput. Publication manager, reliability performance fixes, drag and drop and things like that, better large topic performance. It's more robust offline install. It's like less friction for large scale publication teams. And so it's basically all of these are building up towards the 15.3 release, which is going to come out this summer. June release is what we're aiming for. And that's where we're bringing the publication editor out. And like, you're going from a desktop publication manager onto a full cloud system. So smoother editorial flow, stronger draft companion. Think draft companion plus, better review and translation ergonomics. And it's like, it's really great. I'm looking forward to like, getting that out. We've got the webinar that's going to be coming up, and that's going to be we'll give you the date at the next one. We're just fixing that up, and so you get a demo of what's going to be coming out there.
Yeah. Well, now it's good to say, like, both you and I are Mac users, so this 15.3
that's it,
and the publication manager, like that will be very nice, and it's sort of like another step towards being completely web-based, etc. So very much looking forward to that 15.3 release. Also looking forward to the event that we've got planned in Chicago.
Oh yeah.
Let me go ahead and share my screen just so people can see. So we have an event that's going to be taking place in Chicago, the 21st of May to the 22nd of May. So that's a Thursday and Friday. And this is going to be the Tridion Summit. And what's really nice about this is going to be where we're going to be talk about content and AI. And we'll be talking about the platform, the whole Tridion platform, because as you know, we think of content in terms of content management and then content delivery. Within content management, we've got different offering platforms. So we've got Tridion Docs, we've got Tridion Sites. We're bringing in Fonto One, Tridion One, and then also Propylon as well is going to be pulled into this. And then on top of that, we've got this new layer that we're developing. So the AI layer, and then also the Connect layer. So the AI layer will be able to help do interpretations of your content and satisfy some AI use cases. And then the Connect layer is also going to allow you to connect different types of data sources which are outside of Tridion into a single ecosystem. So really looking forward to this. And I put a link in the in the comments. So please do sign up for this event. I'm going to be doing a talk on customer experience. We've got other product updates. We're going to be talking about AI. It'll be a great event.
It'd be great. Like, you get to meet other customers as well and see how other people are using the product, and the connectors, the Tridion Connect is that's just mind blowing, being able to have an agent keeping an eye on the requirements database, or,
Right.
when a regulation changes, UDMED or whatever it is, it gives you a quick alert and
Right.
oi, some things change, and this is the impact, and this is going to touch these products, oh, look, let me give you a draft of that, let's just give you a little hand. It's just magic. The way I'm seeing it building, it's excellent.
Yeah, well, and I love the fact that we're sort of bringing all these different, these worlds all together onto a single platform, because, there is something to be said about, okay, we've got technical content, we've got marketing content. They shouldn't really exist in silos. They should be working together, for a single customer experience. But yeah, so we have another event coming up, don't we?
We've got a couple more. I mean, we got loads of events. We'll be at DA Europe, and that's 24th to the 26th of March. That's in Rotterdam. So, you can come over and meet the pharma team. You get demos of Tridion One over there and get to talk to them and see what we're doing in that space. We've got Nordic TechCom. I'll be over at Nordic TechCom, and that's a smaller event, but it's still great to get the technical documentation community together. And in April, and we'll give you a little bit more information, we'll be at the Convex conference, and that's in Pittsburgh this year, and that's a larger content strategy conference. We've got webinars coming up, and so on the 12th of March, I've got basically tools and people, which is harder. Go over onto our resources site and I take a look at that. And then I've got my AI in MedTech series. We've just finished the last episode, and the next one's going to be in April. Go over to the recorded webinars section of our resources, and it's basically applying what do you need to get to that point where you can confidently use AI in medtech manufacturing, and also pharma, basically life sciences.
Oh, very cool. Oh, and I'm also going to do another webinar in May. I think it's going to be the first Wednesday in May. We're going to be relaunching the travel, leisure, and hospitality webinars, where we go through all the new sort of digital experiences that you can create, how to increase conversions on your airline website. It's funny because we did an analysis of our airline customers who are using Tridion, and how much revenue do they actually book through their website on a daily basis, and it's over $250 million a day. And you think that if you could just move that needle over just a little bit, people would be extremely happy. So we'll be taking a look at some of the best practices as well. And what I find interesting too is a number of our customers who traditionally were looking at Tridion Docs. They're also looking just at the people's experience with documentation. And while there are ways to sort of use documentation to help support conversions, through SEO, etc. I think that it's becoming a bigger topic for documentation. Like, what is the experience that people are going to have as they're interacting with technical content, documentation content, etc. So a very interesting topic, and goes to back to the point of the two worlds starting to mix together a lot more.
The internet has forked basically. We've got the human internet and the AI internet, and the thing about structured content is that you're already prepared for both worlds. You've got content that is machine readable and human readable, and like the semantic aspects of the metadata tagging and everything, creating relationships between all of those that people don't really read that for themselves. You look at a chapter name or something, but you're not looking at the attributes on there. However, that's what it's important for the machine, for your AI to say that, well, you're asking me about this topic, well, these are the answers that are relevant to you. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
just really exciting stuff now.
It is, and certainly for in the web content management world, the whole topic of generative engine optimization. So how do you optimize your content so it's going to be interpreted properly? Is a pretty important topic, and we have some best practices too. So if anybody is interested in generative engine optimization, shoot me an email. Be happy to share like what some of our best practices are around that topic.
That'd be brilliant.
Yeah. All right. Any
Well,
final thoughts?
yeah, actually,
You can go on.
congratulations to RWS. We just got awarded
Yeah.
another patent, US patent number 12,505,297. It's an AI system that predicts translation effort and reuse potential at the point of authoring. That's even before you request the translation. So it basically analyzes your content and identifies potential reuse. So you meaning-based matches where wording changes but meaning stays the same is being suggested to you. It's like, using semantic signatures to do that sort of stuff. And that's like, really brilliant. Go on to our press releases if you want to find out a little bit more, and a little bit on the RWS side as well. Stephen Lamb just joined our RWS as CFO and board director. And welcome, Stephen.
Yeah, absolutely. And in the patent that you were talking about, I think is a really interesting one because it talks about how the AI is going to be interacting with the translator, and what we've found is like having those types of interactions can be very useful to increase the time that the translator has to spend on a translation. So we have something called machine translation quality estimation, so that as the machine translations go through, there's a quality score that gets assigned to it. So translators can easily see, okay, what are the sections which are likely to be problematic, where I should be spending some attention to, versus the sections where people can be pretty confident that the AI translation is good. So that's a really interesting aspect, I think, of how those worlds are bringing together, and now it's patented, I guess.
Yep.
All right. Any other news or?
I think like we've pretty much covered it. Yeah.
All right. We kept it under 15 minutes this time.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, really surprised. I'm like, well, what did we talk about?
Yeah, well, I know. We've got that rule because we don't want to go on and on and on, even though I could spend an hour.
Keeping it to the essential. The main thing is to keep up with us, sign up for our newsletters. Go on to the resources pages, either in content technology or at the higher RWS, if you want to keep an eye on everything that's happening across translation, IP protection, intellectual property protection, and Generate, which is where we work, content technologies. And take a look at what we do. We're doing some really great stuff with the products now.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, I guess that wraps it up. Hope to see people in Chicago in person. So May 21st and 22nd. And I guess other than that, we'll catch you at the April live stream.
All right.
All right. Thanks, Deepo.
Thanks.
All right. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.